Babwe Banta, Babwe Banta.
Hey guys, welcome to Babwe Banter, the season finale of season 1, and it is a wrap-up of what we've done over this season. It's been incredible. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for all the incredible people that are getting behind us on our YouTube as well as all our social media. Obviously, one of the men here has been pushing our social media. Monashe, we're going to introduce you now. He's been incredible. Babwe Banter, I'm Robbie Durant. We have got a very important man here tonight. He's the Vice President of Zimbabwe Rugby. Lawson, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. Olympic men's sevens qualifiers coming up. Monashe.
How's it, Robbie? You good?
All right, thank you. Lovely. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm like it.
Last one, are you sad?
Nah.
What are we going to do every Wednesday?
We'll be back, you know.
We'll be back.
Season 2, yeah, coming soon.
Hi, Maddie.
Hello, Rob.
You all right, my boy?
Yes, and thanks to Scott for
Sure.
organising us the Highlander here. It's a beautiful setting.
Well,
Couldn't
let's
ask for
talk
better.
about the setting. Highlander in the background. Look at how beautiful. All the jerseys that have been donated to us by all the incredible people. Ash Thixton. We're talking about Irvine, as well as we're waiting for the rugby one, which we have been promised.
Yeah, on its way, on its way.
That's what it's
Great
like.
going, yeah. So cool.
So, guys, this is the final, the finale, and something big is coming to Zimbabwe on the 16th, 17th of September. It is the Olympic men's qualifiers. Tell us about it.
Robbie, it's amazing. It's going to be a winner take all. We're looking at the Blitz box coming through. You know, they came 5th, so they didn't make it automatically. So that they have to go back to their region, which is Africa, which is being hosted by Zimbabwe. So they're coming through to Harare, 16th, 17th, like you said. And we've got a couple of big hitters as well. We've got Kenya. They're part of the qualifiers coming through to Zim. Obviously, Zim itself is in there.
So when you say the top 5, is that the top 5 in the world?
Yeah, so the top 5, the top 4 in the world,
Yeah.
they qualified straight out.
Okay.
They didn't have to go through the qualifiers.
Yeah.
And the team that will qualify in Zim will go directly to the Olympics.
One team.
One team.
My goodness.
Well,
me.
I've got the list here. Madagascar, Zambia, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Uganda, South Africa, as well as Tunisia, Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Rob?
Burkina, whatever. I don't care. It's not Zimbabwe. All right, I'll have one of these. Namibia. You say
Yeah.
Namibia is not really competing?
Well, you know, Rob, so there will be 2 spots for the repechage. So the guys that will come 2nd and 3rd will have a chance again to play in the repechage.
Okay.
And yeah, that I'm looking at maybe Kenya and Uganda or Kenya and South Africa can fight for that because
Zimbabwe's going to win.
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
definitely.
Well, that's
Definitely.
incredible.
Definitely.
We certainly are right behind Zimbabwe. We've also got Algeria, Nigeria, and I hope I get this right, Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah,
you're
well
good.
done.
Is that right?
okay.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Right. Also, a big thank you to Vita24, Graham and Pearl. We're going to be having them on the show a little bit later. Just thanking them for their contributions, as well as Spur. We have been giving prizes away for the best junior sportsman as well as the senior. So we're going to be getting them on and having a little bit of a chat. Right. Back quickly to the Olympic Sevens. This is a big one for Zimbabwe. We've done the cricket. Now getting into the T10s coming up, and then this is the big one.
Massive rugby season. I mean, we've gone through the rugby season now. But in terms of competition, this is by far the biggest that we are going to host. I would say in 20 years, to be able to win and then qualify straight to the Olympics.
And where will you be hosting all these games?
So Harare Sports Club,
Yeah.
16, 17 September.
All of the games will be there.
All the games will be there.
Okay.
All the teams are coming in. All the 11 teams will come in. And Zim will be the 12th.
Okay.
Can I ask a question quickly about the 2nd and 3rd? How does that work?
So 2nd and 3rd is essentially our tournament, which are we talking 2nd
I'm talking
and
about
3rd?
if whoever comes 2nd and 3rd in the
So South
competition.
Africa and Kenya.
Yeah,
will be
South
playing.
Come on,
South
what
Africa and
happens
Kenya
if-
who are
Where do they
coming
go?
2nd and 3rd.
Where did they
Zimbabwe
go?
go through?
So when Zimbabwe goes through and South Africa and Kenya comes 2nd and 3rd,
Yeah.
World Rugby has organized another tournament for
Brilliant.
all the teams that will have come second and third.
So it's like a Super Six for the Cricket World Cup, where they
Yeah.
go into a beginning tournament where the winners of that will then qualify into
Yeah,
to the Olympics.
That's
Okay,
good,
yeah.
all right, very
That's
good.
exciting.
So we just have to defend our turf.
Yeah.
I mean, we're there.
Yeah,
We're there.
yeah.
And we can, huh?
Yeah, we can.
No, we
so,
can.
And we will.
Yeah.
So you have to be there.
Yep.
You have
Absolutely.
to be there to witness it.
Well, Babu Banter will be there. You're going to organize our passes, aren't you?
Fantastic.
That's it.
I'll see you guys.
You will.
But you could be outside.
I've already told
tree.
Lawson.
With the cricket supporters.
I've already told Lawson that we're going to have our Babwe Banter gazebo there,
Yeah.
and we're certainly going to be fighting it. How is the Zim Sevens looking? Where are we? Can we topple over those big boys?
We certainly can. We are getting a couple of guys coming in. We went to the last two major tournaments, including the World Cup, with a predominantly locally based group. And we came 23rd in the world at both World Cup tournaments. However, the coaches have now said they're looking at that same squad, which they've used for the last 8 years, and bringing in some
I think they're
big
picking
hitters,
5
professionals.
from that team, and they're going to look at bringing in some from outside. So they've chosen 5 from that squad, and have said to them, right, you guys are definitely in. From what I understand, I just spoken to some of the players saying the rest of you need to step up if you want to be a part of it, and we are looking at bringing in others from around. So that's what I believe. So they are really going to bring in some big guns and see
There's
what
going to
we
be
can
some
do.
massive competition.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got another tournament 2 weeks prior to that, where these guys are just going to be smashing each other just
Yeah.
to see who's going to
Well,
make it.
if you
to
look
that.
at Zimbabweans, there's one in every town. So, and
Yeah.
predominantly we are very good at sport. So if they can pick from the best out there, I mean, if you could pick a Zim 15s team from around the world and put them into the World Cup, I don't think we'd do too bad at all.
No,
so
no,
let's
definitely.
hope they can pick the best from what's out there that isn't playing for any other nation that they can bring back, and let's give them a crack.
I think they should just, make the ones coming in to Zim face the ones that are already here. Then the best ones face the rest.
Well,
of
that
them,
was
you know
our,
what I mean?
our discussion always, was that
Yeah.
it would be nice to have a Goshawks team, same as what we have with the main team. Bring in your players from overseas, play them against each other so we can actually
See who's
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then you can choose. You know what I mean? Because that would make it so much better and a spectacle for everyone to say, hey, these guys have all been flown in, check what they can do, put our local team against those
Those
guys
guys.
and have a pre-tournament game to show the imports versus the Goshawks, and let's have a look at what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, so
Brilliant,
So we
brilliant.
definitely have something like that on the 2nd of September.
There we go.
That's also going to be very interesting.
Good.
So,
Yeah, so I think we
Well,
should
same
also
venue,
get that
same
out,
place.
and we should get everyone to come and have a look at that.
Well, I heard about that OGs is handling that. That's going to be clubs, ladies. Apparently, it's all happening at OGs, apparently, on the 2nd of September.
Yeah, so they're just finalizing on the venue between OGs and the Highlands
Okay,
Sports Club.
okay.
But
Look, let's
that
hope, they
tournament
choose,
is
let's hope
definitely
they
happening.
choose the best club in the country, and
well,
did you
we
notice
can
these
at
two-
least
two
have something.
jerseys?
I heard Bruce is playing 10.
Bruce Hobson, we're not involved in that, I can promise you. Let me tell you, this man was hard in his rugby day as well. Eh? We played against
I'm
him.
joking.
Right, all we can say is good luck. It's going to be a fantastic event. Ladies and gents, on the 16th, 17th of September, Harare Sports Club is going to be buzzing. Let's create that same 12th man for cricket, 16th man for rugby. In sevens, it's going to be the 11th man, am I right?
The 14th man.
14th
Because now
man.
we're playing with 13.
Okay, so the 14th man. We want the crowd out there. Come and support at Harare Sports Club from 8 in the morning all the way through to 6, 7 at night. It's going to be all happening there. Just all the best. Wish you all the best as well. And guys, coming up after this, we have got people who have contributed really greatly to the show over season 1 from Vita 24. We're chatting to Graham and Pearl from Nourisim coming up after this.
Babwe Banter.
Right, welcome back to Babwe Banter, the finale. So we're going to have a couple of sad people a little bit later. We're going to be chatting to our team, Maddie. That's going to be It's been an enjoyable Wednesday night, hasn't it?
It has been a very enjoyable Wednesday night, Rob, but I think someone's going to come up to the floor and give us a sponsorship.
Yeah.
And we're here with our sponsors that we've got at the moment, and they've helped us so much throughout this episode, and they came in halfway. So, it's going one way, and that's the right way. So hopefully we can get more on board like how they've helped us.
Well, also watch this. Maddie's bringing out some apparel, and it's going to be merchandising for our Babwe Banter. That's going to be exciting. But to introduce, we've got Graham Phillips and Paul Phillips from Nourish Zim, as well as this incredible Vita 24. Now, this is getting out really out into the country. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie and Matt. It's a pleasure to be here again. It's a privilege for us, and our drinks are becoming more and more in the market. We got close to 60 clients in Harare alone,
Wow,
including other clients at Lions Den, in Marandera, Eli Deli and Kariba. We got outlets in Bulawayo through the other agent there, Mike Burns. So it's really great adoption, and customers are starting to reorder, which is great.
Well, Nourish Zim, Vita 24, brought to you by Nourish Zim, is certainly getting out there. Paul, you guys came on board with Babwe Banter. It's been an incredible ride. I know it's quite an incredible ride when you get here at 5 and you leave at 9. But it's been fun to have you guys on board, and certainly we appreciate the support.
Cool. Nice to be here. Thank you.
So I know you are also in charge of behind the scenes. Come on, you've got a bigger voice than that. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, if you have to see us at home, because it's a home-based business, it's literally work during the day. You put all your orders, load the stuff in the vehicles, all for the orders, go out, deliver, come back, then put all the work onto the computer. And so we sit until probably 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night doing the work. And yes, it's quite a handful, but it's quite enjoyment.
Well, I think
It's quite enjoyable when you get onto Panta.
Yes.
So you get to throw it in the back.
So, I mean, if I can reiterate, Pearl is the glue behind the business. She literally works like a Trojan. I'm sort of the marketing and the face of the
Marketing, is that going to spur every morning and having your breakfast?
Yes.
We see
I
you
mean,
sitting in
For
the
their
car waiting.
fallback breakfast,
I can
eggs,
tell you
bacon.
now. You walk in there now, they follow you and say tomatoes, bacon, so and you
Well,
want
they don't
your
even
coffee.
have to follow you, boss.
No.
They
right,
just follow you with your plate.
right from the front.
While
I've
we
seen you
on
sitting
this,
in the car.
while we on this, Spur has given a voucher, $40 voucher that goes out to our sportsmen who has achieved for that week, whether it be men or women. We've got to say thank you to the Spur. Go check out their breakfast. $4. You get 2 eggs, two bacon, chips, tomatoes, toast, and 2 cappuccinos.
And you get to have breakfast with Graham.
And Graham will be there.
And I must tell you, JJ is there at least 2-3 times a week now.
Oh, we can see that.
He's trying to catch up to the other JJ because JJ lost 2 kgs. He's now on 198. JJ's at 145, so he's trying to cover the distance. You know what I mean?
But I must say, I'd like to put a word out for the Spur, Buffalo Creek Spur in Sam Levy Village. Fantastic response, and they're handing out their loyalty card with $40 vouchers. Lisa, the marketing lady, is very keen to put the word out and get further sponsorship down the line. We've got great things coming, and really, really proud. That
And Graham, how have you enjoyed meeting the players and being a part of the whole thing and being able to
fantastic,
give them their prizes and everything? It's been good.
I'm a sports person through and through, and I live for the weekends, and so be involved in that way in meeting Craig Irvin and the archery guy, what's the name? Hill?
Bryce Hill.
Yeah,
Bryce Hill.
Bryce.
Sorry about that. And interconnect with rugby, cricket, archery, and the different sports. Just so proud that Vita is behind that, and we'll continue to sponsor.
Well, we
where
will
can.
be announcing our two winners for this week, but we will be announcing it a little bit later.
Okay.
So
And the crazy bunch get on.
We are when the crazy bunch get on. But thank you so much for all your help, both of you, and we do appreciate it.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah,
And,
so I'm just going to say absolutely thank you very much to Vita 24. It has been a great journey for season 1. Season 2 is going to be bigger, better on Babwe Banter. Stay tuned. We are coming back. Thank you once again, guys. We'll be back.
See you at breakfast.
We'll be back with Zimbiru and see you at breakfast, Graham, tomorrow morning at Spur, Buffalo Creek. Cheers.
Babwe Banter.
Hey guys, welcome back to the finale episode of Babwe Banter. My name is Robbie Durant, and a big thank you to the Highlander who has kind of made it our home, Matty.
Yeah, 100%, eh?
It's,
Yeah, and we're coming back here at the end of the month for a function, and they've offered it to us whenever we need. So thank you very much to Scotty.
Well, Scotty,
Yeah,
thank you very much to you and your team, Highlander, at the club. We know that they do bowls, they do tennis. You can bring the kids out for lovely meals. They've got pizzas, you name it. It certainly is a nice family environment. So certainly, Babwe Banter's right behind you, the Highlander. Right, coming up, we have got Zimbiru. We've got Coach Ngibo. Coach, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
And Panache.
Hi, how are you?
What position do you play?
I'm a hooker.
I had to throw that in. Sorry. You see, now it's over and done with. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Before we went on set, Panache was asked what position, and unfortunately, that was Matt's fault.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for asking that question, but it was totally worth it.
Coach, tell us about Zimbiru.
Okay, Zimbiru is a rugby club based in Dombushava on the outskirts of Harare. It was formed in 2016. It started off as a tag rugby club, then later developed into a contact sport. And now we compete in the Harare province, Paramount Garment League.
Okay. How important has been the Paramount Garments? I know that it's been quite a good league from under 20s, giving them exposure and then going into the senior level. So especially for the ladies, I mean, that's great stuff.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And through the Paramount Garment League, our ladies have managed to be noticed by the national coaches. And our girls in the under 20 national team setup, and we also have senior players in the senior teams as well.
Well, I'm learning Shona Makorokoto.
Thank you.
Makorokoto.
Thank you very much.
And some of them managed to get a few caps for the Barbarians, which is probably the most important
Sure.
stats that they've got.
Actually, I also got my cap.
You got it, eh, this weekend.
That's
my
why I
boy.
met you. That's why I met you.
That's it.
I had to step in because Coach went somewhere
Yeah.
to play cricket. He dropped cricket because of rugby. But anyway, we still need to deal with that. But coming up this weekend, we're going to get into that as well about the Barbarians taking on.
So talking about that, you drop one of your players so you can have a run, eh?
Yeah, I sure.
He wasn't feeling very well, but I've
take
got
him
my
off.
boots.
I want to get on.
No, he was tired, man. He was very tired. He was exhausted.
Didn't you score, try?
I almost did.
You almost.
Almost doesn't count, China.
Right. On Babwe Banter, it's all about women empowerment. We want to know about you, Panache. Tell us a little bit about you. When did you start rugby? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I started playing rugby in 2018. I didn't play rugby in school, so I had a friend who played rugby in school. She just introduced me to rugby. Then I started from there. I didn't know anything about rugby, but I had to learn. I started playing for Old Georgians. Then
Of course you
Oh,
did.
there we go.
Hey, of course you did.
Why did you leave?
I learned rugby at Old Georgians. Then I had to leave and I went to Zimbiru. The reason why I went to Zimbiru is Coach Ngibo was our coach at Harare province. So I liked his training skills and everything. That's why I had to leave OGs and follow Coach Ngibo to Zimbiru.
Are you sure it was just the training skills?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I noticed
Right,
that.
we will be cutting that out. Man, a few words, but when it comes through, it rocks our world.
No,
No one likes a jealous person, Monache. Listen, don't be jealous. You want to take up coaching.
Maybe the next coach is the mirror, guys.
no,
You see, you can't take him anyway. He just slides in, he tries to take over. Smooth as hell.
like for real, I noticed I got better during the Harare province games when Coach Ngibo was coaching us. That's why I had to go to Zimbiru, because I saw I was getting better.
So next
through
you're
his
coming to
coaching.
Barbarians, eh? Because you should see how we coach.
Yeah.
There once, and anyway, but obviously good results that are coming through for you. You guys are really. I saw the vice president come in and saying congratulations. I mean, that must be really cool just to show that you're doing something right as a coach there.
Yeah, sure. The team is doing good. Like this year, since the under 20, the ladies have an unbeaten run since January. I think since last year sevens till now, they're just winning. So I'm praying they will keep on winning. I hope
done.
we'll win the women's league.
Well done.
Very cool.
Yeah, sure.
Right, that is our team here. Zimburu, thank you very much to Coach Tako, as well as Panache. Thank you very much for coming out.
you.
What do you want to tell all the ladies out there about rugby? It's not that bad.
It's not even bad. Rugby
love
is
it, right?
I love it. I love rugby. It's a good game. I'm not just playing. I also did the level 1 coaching and refereeing. So
Ah, that's good, eh?
So you're empowering yourself.
yeah,
Good work.
So you can come coach Menashe.
I actually ran touch for the OG's Barbarians game against Air Force.
Really? You were there
Yeah.
as well, eh?
Yeah,
Well,
I
this
was
weekend
there.
you can have a run because you're probably better than Menashe.
Yeah. Our game's at 5:30 on Friday.
We'll
Make
see
sure
you
you
there.
pitch
Bring
up.
your
I'll
boots.
be there.
Right, guys, that's a wrap of for Babwe Banter on this episode. Zimburu, follow them. Make sure that you're at OG's. That's coming this Friday. We're going to be covering that a little bit later, Matt, when we've got the crazy bunch in. Okay, we're wrapping it up now with Babwe Banter. Next up is Zach, and it's all about go-karting. Coming up next.
Babwe Banter.
Right, we're back with Babwe Banter. It is our finale. And a reminder that Matt is making some great merchandising that's going to be coming up season 2.
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
we are going to be auctioning that cap.
Auctioning.
Yeah,
When?
and its starting bid is going to be at $10,000.
Well, that's what we need to run Babwe Banter. Well, talking seriously, if you're a sponsor out there, talk to us because
we are
this
ready.
does not come cheap. Right, we have got one of our past guys who were on here. Zach, welcome.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Zach Academy, all part of go-karting.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So
How's it going?
It's going really good, actually. Z Academy is doing really, really well in the championship so far. We're leading the Mini Rock Championship. We're quite comfortable. All my drivers have to do is finish second.
How
really.
many drivers have you got?
So I have 10 drivers in my team
So
currently.
we've got 10 drivers in our team. So you can see where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
eh?
you're right.
Yeah,
So
no.
what we're going to do is we're going to have our challenge even with our crew, and they're all going to come and we're going to have a race. And then the winner from that is going to have a crack at your bottom driver.
No
What do you
worries.
reckon about that? And then we'll see how bad we are in comparison.
I reckon there's going to be quite a few penalties involved in this. But after racing, don't drink and drive. Drink after you drive.
And we're going to put Kieran in like the most unroadworthy one.
but Kieran's
go-kart.
useless.
Kieran is unroadworthy. Give him the McLaren and put him at the front.
Just because you wouldn't beat me, you don't need to give me a
Here we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, that's what we want.
Okay, and okay, so the challenge is on, eh?
The challenge is on. We've been
sure.
waiting till the end of the season to do this because it sounds like it's going to be the most fun. And it's going to get all of us involved. And our crew who don't want to come on the show, who know more than us, who keep on telling us what to do, are actually going to show us how good they are at driving. Not a Honda Fit, but they are going to take us on. And there's no bullying. This isn't a Honda Fit. You can't go driving into the Rolls Royce and into all the other cars and try to bully us. Okay, do you understand, you guys?
Man, it
Right?
sounds
But
like
it
you're scared
sounds like
to
you
lose,
have too
eh?
much aggression for go-karts. Why don't you try
Too much
paintball?
aggression.
Why
Have
don't
you
you try
seen that
paintball?
bunch? And have you seen this clown? Talk about aggression.
Try some paintball.
Okay, let's get back to the interview. All right, so where are you going? What's next? We're coming to visit you. What's
Yes.
big coming up?
So we've got the World Finals coming up in Italy soon. We're really hoping to
Oh,
get
wow.
TK over. He's currently leading the Mini Rock Championship. So yeah, like I said, all he has to do is finish second for the next few races, and he wins the championship.
is
But
there a
of course,
chance-
as the academy,
Yeah.
we don't like second place.
Is there a chance that he can get picked up by potential Formula 3, Formula 1 scouts out there?
Exactly. So that's where the scouts all goes, to the
Sure.
World Finals.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I mean, as the academy, second place is first of the losers. So we really try.
And his name is T,
TK.
and he can take
Chakunda.
on TJ.
Zach, I've also
sure.
seen you sign
Sounds
up
good.
some new drivers as well.
Yes. we
And
have
also,
done.
have you had people talking about Babwe Banter from your past interview as
A
well?
lot, actually. I've pitched up to my dad's work a few times, and they've been like, "We've seen you guys on like Babwe Banter." And
Nice.
That's like how we heard
Made
about
you
you.
famous.
So we must really thank you guys for that.
Well,
I mean,
we
you've
want
definitely
to
noticed a
keep
huge
you, please
improvement.
keep on subscribing on our YouTube channel, all our social media platforms, Babwe Banter. Just going to say good luck. If people are keen to come down to your place, just tell us how much does it cost quickly, and anyone can come.
Cool. So it's $7 for 5 minutes and $12 for 2 5-minute drives. And I promise you, it sounds like a short time, but you will be hammered after that.
And that's at Chapman's.
So we have 2 tracks now. We have Chapman Golf Course, which is like a mini Monaco. Like it's a really tight track. You know, it's really good for close racing. And then we have National Sports Stadium, which is like the actual...
You race around the stadium.
Yeah, no, not quite. But so National Sports Stadium has a racing track and then a rental track included in it. So it works out quite nice. Like,
So where do you reckon we'll be having our...
I reckon
finale?
easily because it's closest to paintball track, the paintball course. So
Yes.
the paintball field
And
is
then if you
literally
guys beat us
10
at that,
steps
can
away.
we take you on at the Fat Fat?
For sure.
It sounds like Max is using
Wow.
everything on this day.
Yeah, well, you know, when you play off scratch, all
Let
you
me
can
tell
do
you,
is try and have a
there's a
crack.
big games coming up in this little section, yeah?
I think we should do like an Olympics. Like you guys, you do your cricket, your rugby, paintball, go-karts.
Listen, let's just stick to what you know and I know. I know how to putt and you know how to drive. Let's go.
Let's do that.
well.
Right, so you've got those
Are you
costs.
sure you're not putting?
The Academy, you've got that reminder as well that if Kieran's on the track, you might need 5 shooters and it's probably for free as well.
And bring some
health
airbags.
insurance. Right, coming up next on Babu Banter, we have an Olympian on this couch here. Stay tuned.
Babwe Banta.
Right, we are here at the Highlander. Thank you very much. Thank you very much as well to our live audience. Yeah. And that was all 5 of them. Right. Now we've got something special on Babwe Banter. Let me tell you, this is a goodie. This is a goodie. We have Kadevis Robinson.
You got it right.
Robinson.
That's perfect.
Kadevis Robinson. Right, listen to this, guys. Olympics USA champion 9 times. Olympics 2004 for USA. Olympics 2012 for USA. And he went in at 36 years old
That's
for
correct.
that 2012 Olympics. That is some stamina.
It is. It was something that, to be honest, if you would have asked me that when I was younger, I wouldn't have thought I could do it. But as I got into it and I kept, looking at my goals, I stayed with it. And the next thing you know, here I am, 36 years old, and I'm running against guys that I could be their father. And it was pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to be an Olympian?
Well, I think it's like anything else. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're starting a business, if you have a huge goal, a goal so big that it's hard to even imagine it, and then you work your ass off. I don't know if I can curse, but
100%.
you work your ass off to try to accomplish that goal, and then it comes to fruition. You cannot get that nowhere else in life. And it doesn't have to be sports. It can be business. It can be academics. It can be anything in life that you have a goal, and it's so crazy you're thinking like, man, I know I feel like I can do it, but man, but then you start working on it, not knowing what the result's going to actually be, and then you actually accomplish it. It's a feeling you get that you can't get nowhere else.
Wow. Wow. I wish we had about 5 hours here on Babwe Banter. Right, are you here for a reason? Tell us about your reason for being in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I have a nonprofit called the Reading and Running Initiative. So when I was here before in 2019, we went all around Zimbabwe talking about gender-based violence. But when I was there, people kept asking me about sports and athletics in the USA and how to get scholarships. So now I'm here on that platform to help with scholarships to the USA through academics and athletics. So I want to answer those questions.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I tell you what, if you came to banter, we would make it on the athletic side, but on the academic side,
Yeah, we've struggled to get through struggled to get through.
he's bugged it like 5 times.
Yeah. So do you have good ones and bad ones? But Zimbabwe is going into the Olympic men qualifiers. Tell us, there's the vice president. Tell him how important it is potentially at home soil for us to potentially get an opportunity to go to the Olympics.
Oh, you guys are going to make it. I mean, you got to believe first, right? You got to really believe in your heart that you can make it. And you got to work hard. You got to enjoy the process. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get so nervous and stressed about trying to accomplish a goal that we forget about why we're trying to do it. And then another thing is, it's still a sport. It's supposed to be fun. We get nervous and stressed and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, you still got to have fun. And if you do your best, the sun's going to shine the next day. Your parents are still going to love you. Your wife and your kids are still going to love you. So if you keep it in perspective, then you can enjoy it and you can do your best. But if you start thinking about all the other stuff, it makes it more tough.
Yeah, I'm excited, buddy. I'm actually thinking that I might end up playing myself.
I saw that in your eye.
Let's not. My
I saw
dad coached you 20 years ago. But the whole idea of him being able to do it when he was 36, don't let it come into your mind.
I can't do it at 50.
Well, Lawson, I think you've just found your mental coach right here.
Absolutely.
Are you going to be?
Absolutely.
How long are you going to be in Zimbabwe for?
I'm here till Sunday. I got here last Thursday. We did a program in Bulawayo,
Yeah.
and we're doing our last one here in Harare.
That's the home of the universe, is Bulawayo. That's where I come from.
Oh, for real?
Center of the universe, baby.
I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah.
It's amazing that how much Bulawayo and Harare is a bit different from each
A
other.
bit.
I was
All the good
surprised.
people come from that side of the.
When you get there and they ask for a passport, just let them stamp it again because it's a different country.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
If I ever leave Zimbabwe, I'm moving to Bulawayo.
You moving right
You know what I
there,
mean?
right?
Yeah, back to Bulawayo. Yeah.
All right, let's just finish off quickly. Mindset is critical for sports. To be the USA champion 9 times for the 800 meters, and then also to achieve that when you're 36 years old. It's just inspirational stuff. What have you got to say out there to the guys that maybe are a little bit older, kind of think they might not be able to? Is age just a number?
Age is just a number. And I tell a joke all the time, and I tell people that when you look at the most difficult, the most hard, most pressure-driven job in the world, it could be being the president of the United States. And it just so happens right now,
It's the
two
hardest.
guys-
It's being the president of Zimbabwe.
But my point is, the presidents of the United States, the people running for office right now, is Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and they're both in their late 70s and early 80s. So that proves to you that if you have a goal and you want to accomplish it, not making an excuse to say your age is too much, because you can be older and still have the energy to go after your goals and dreams.
I think one of the most important things I found is that, I played a lot of sport when I was young. I might have not got to where you got to,
Yep.
but I found that being on the side and being a part of it still is more important. And I'm more important to that team than someone of one of 30 people on the team,
Yeah.
because you're leading them.
Yeah.
That's more important. So even if you don't make it as the person who's running,
Yeah.
you can still pick up their bags, you can get their water, you can help them, and you can teach them what you know. So that is as important as as long as you do your hardest at whatever you're doing, as long as you're a part of the team. It doesn't matter if you know, hey, I came 3rd yesterday, but I'm there to help everyone else around me. That is as important or more important than coming first and not being a team player.
What he just said is really a solid point, because when we're kids and we're playing a sport, that's what draws us up to continue to do it. The people that surround us, we want to play sports, whether it's rugby, whether it's soccer, whether it's football, because we're around our friends and our families and people like that. We want to win, but it's the feeling we have from being around other people, and it makes us want to continue to do it.
Well, you could have finished and said, oh, well, I'm done with sport. I'm going home. I'm going to go chill out, and I'm not going to do anything, and I'm not going to show people what they can do.
Exactly.
What you are doing right now, I believe, is more important than what you did for your country, because right now, you're setting the precedent for everyone around you to show them that, hey, I did it all, and I might be finished, but I'm not finished. I've got more to show you than what I did out there. Yeah.
And the thing is, to be honest with you, we all got more.
Yeah.
That's
well,
really
that's
the thing.
why. That's why
Everybody
we've got
has more.
gentlemen like this.
Yeah.
He played for my father 20 years ago, but he's there, part of Zimbabwe Rugby. And that is more important because he's making the sport better for everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what's more important. He's still got the flag on his shoulder, and he's still doing a part for the Zimbabwe Rugby players to show them, hey, you coming into Olympics now. We were there for the first Olympics. He was there in the first Olympics for the sevens in 1996, and he's now a part of it 20 years later.
Well, he might be dropping one of the players to play again after that speech. I saw that in his eyes. I have the
I
tiger
tell
there.
you, it's amazing, and just listening to you guys and listening to Matt and listening to all the things that you've said about our players and how you have to want it and how you have to be ready for it. I mean, our guys right now, they are training. They are doing everything they can. I mean, it's going to be so big for Zim to be able to actually make it to the Olympics and to be able to rub shoulders with people like you afterwards to say, we've been there, we've done that. I mean, our guys right now, they're in the gym. They're doing everything that they can. So I mean, if they watch this,
And that's all because of people like you guys. So big hand out to the older gentlemen out there who are making it possible for these young
absolutely.
guys to be in the gym.
Absolutely.
To be going to the World Cup qualifier.
Absolutely.
To be everything that they're doing right now. So to our two older gentlemen who are ex old boys, well done. That's what counts, I'm telling you.
No, it's all about him. I
No,
didn't
it's
do
not.
I'm actually just trying to push.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the
But
bus.
you're pushing, he's pushing. You're both pushing. He might
I think Davis just put fuel in the bus for you.
And at least we can get fuel in Zimbabwe at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's also true. Listen, once again, Davis, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Just the final. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
I'm surprised you knew that song. I'm surprised you knew that song. My mom loves that song.
Well, guys, Kadivas Robinson from America, he's doing fantastic stuff here in Zimbabwe. Just quickly tell us again what you're doing for the kids.
The Reading and Running Initiative, we having a program, a nonprofit program over at the stadium in Harare on Saturday from 9 to 12. It's to answer questions about how to get scholarships, whether it's academic or athletics, to universities in the U.S.
Is that all ages?
All ages. It's free. I'm answering all the questions. Any questions you may have, and it's not
So I'm
just for
coming to book it.
athletics.
I want to go to university.
We may have one of our youngsters, Kieran, who's going to be entering there. We'll put his name forward for Babwe Banter. And once again, thank you very much for what you do. Thank you for inspiring. I think it's put a certain eye of the tiger in his face.
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready to run through. And we're certainly going to be cutting this clip and giving it to the Zim Sevens to make sure that they achieve Olympic greatness.
I
But thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much.
Thank you.
Right, coming up after this, we've got the crazy bunch. It is going to be quite hectic. We've got Kieran, Monashe, Maddie, and myself coming up next. Greatness right here. Catch up with you now.
Babwe Banter.
This is our final episode here on season 1 for Babwe Banter. Reminder, make sure that you subscribe on our social media, YouTube, and also make sure that all our social media. Big thank you to Highlander at the back there. We have had an incredible time here, and we certainly are going to be coming back for more in season 2. Right, got the crazy bunch on my side. We've got Kieran.
How's it, Robbie?
Let's move on. Marsh.
How's it going, Robbie?
You're back in the seat.
Yeah, we're back, Robbie.
Coolest dude in town. He's even trying
Akona.
to chisel the panache there. Right, and Maddie. Let's just first start off with our OGs. Absolutely on a roll. Sports Club coming up this weekend, Friday.
Barbarians, we're playing against Sports Club, and then there's Sports Club first team playing against UZ, which is going to be a great Friday night out. If you guys are around, please come out and support us. We hope to make an upset there. They think we're going to lose. I don't think we're going to, Rob. I think we've got a good chance of giving them a good crack.
I don't think we'll lose.
Marshy's playing.
Oh, yeah.
Marshy's playing. Oh, yeah.
Marsh is playing, Kieran Waterboy. Guys.
I think we're not
And what are you doing?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
are you doing?
Supporting.
I'm trying to work out these oaks. We said let's go for a couple of beers last week. These oaks got absolutely out of control. What happened?
That's unlike us.
Well,
I mean,
we won't
what
talk
are you
about that. Yeah, we're not talking about that.
It was a very interesting
Behave yourself.
Okay. And Marshy, why don't you walk us through your guys' jump with Fundi? You guys went out to the skydiving.
So exciting stuff. So Finny obviously represented all the guys that are not scared of heights. Obviously, so that guy was in there full on. Like I'm sure you guys know Finny. You guys have met him on the show.
Yeah.
You know, he's all over the place. He's full on just. Yeses, you know, just couldn't have enough of it. And then you have me, who's honestly bang scared of heights. And what kills it for me is because, like, you know, when we agreed, you guys are like, yay, Namash, you know, you go jump. And I thought it was a tandem. So for you guys that don't know what tandem is.
You wanted to jump with Fundi?
Yeah, I thought it was someone else. Yeah.
At least you're somebody.
So I got there and I realized, like, yes, I'm jumping on my own. And can I tell you, the way we put them through the ringer, through the training and stuff like that, like, can't believe it. But the one thing that Gus did say was, like, guys who are the most scared of heights are the ones that are going to enjoy it the most. And I can tell you, a whole bunch of you guys out there are like, there is no way. I promise you I was one of you, but now I am a firm believer. best experience in my life.
Well, there was
Well
also
done.
a scary point there with Fundi,
Oh,
where
yes.
on the second day, so the first day he was really out there,
Yes.
cocky as hell, but then came the second day, his
Yeah.
parachute didn't open.
Yes, it didn't at all. And you should have seen, like, so good.
His hair would
moment
have
for
saved him.
His hair. You know, his hair did. So he had the second one. So he had the second shoot come out, and we laughed because, like, look at that, Fundi. Like, there you are. You're the owner's busy talking all smack, but you're the one who has the scariest moments, and then there's me, who has the best landing.
But
So
out
we'll
of
have
that being
footage, didn't
said,
we?
it was safe. He managed to
Oh,
land
no,
fine.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I am 100%.
Not for me.
Yeah, you say not for you, but I
Robbie
am.
just
I
uses
am a
weight as
number
an
one
excuse
fan.
not to jump.
I say for anyone else who is scared of heights and you just down to conquer heights, that's the way to
Where's
go.
our lady here? Hey, lady, what are you scared of?
I think she was scared to jump with Wendy.
Let me tell you, well done to you and Fundi. It was excellent stuff. So they jumped out. I thought that Angus was going with you, so there was no tandem. They were thrown on a plane by themselves. They jumped and they succeeded. So well done.
Thanks, man.
Brilliant,
We
brilliant
will
stuff.
attach that video, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we will attach that video. We certainly got some footage.
Yes, we did.
The Fundi's
Funny
second
is
day.
supposed to, Funny's supposed to have all that footage.
No, it's done.
that's
Let me
coming out.
tell you, he must have turned white.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Turn white.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so big win, UFC this weekend. Drickus.
Yeah, Drickus.
The
Yeah,
real
brilliant.
African champion.
Real African champion. Yeah, let's be honest, he did a few prods out there, and a lot of people don't like what Adesanya came out and said at the thing, and I also don't really agree with it. You know, with WF taking over UFC and a guy making a big win like that and putting him in a position like that, I didn't really like it, but he dealt with it like a professional.
I think also mentally, you're tired, you're physically worn out.
Yeah.
And you have someone come into your face when they're full of energy.
Maybe
Doesn't
if
go
they
down
told
too
him
well.
before, and but anyway, look, he dealt with it like a true gentleman, and Adesanya made a fool of himself. Look, if you're a true champion, calm down. And but anyway, let's see what happens when they do face each other, because it's going to be true war. At least let's put it this way: they've built it up to an absolute war.
Yeah.
They're ready for each other now. Yeah.
Yeah, some uncalled comments there as well, Matt. And I think as well, you know, when you've won that, throw the champion in there. I mean, he's just won a fight. He's now got the title, hasn't
And
he? He's
it
got
was
the
against
title
the
fight.
So he's got the title,
He's got the title fight.
The problem is, so the three guys before, Africans, but they were born in Africa and have gone elsewhere to go and prove and get to where they are. So one's living in France, two living in France, one living in New Zealand. Adesanya, the worst of them all, because he claims to be a New Zealander, he claims to be African,
And
then,
Chinese.
and then there's a video of him saying, "I'm not black, I'm not African, I'm Chinese, I'm a dragon."
Yeah.
And then he comes out, and then
You know
now
he looks
he's
Nigerian.
And then now he's going after this oak and calling him all sorts of names, racial names. It's really uncalled for, but it is what it is, and like it's created a lot of hysteria around the fight, which is what they wanted. So that's why Dana White just said, "I don't care. I don't care what people think."
Yeah.
And that's fine, no problem. But honestly, bring it back down to ground, be professionals. This is the fight game, fair one to build it up, but let's tone it back a little bit. Racialism is not needed anywhere.
Absolutely.
And it's you know, it's just going to
100%
make it worse. Okay, tell us about that. Anyway, let's not bring that up.
Let's move on.
Going back to the UFC, you've got Francois Ngannou taking on Tyson Fury in a boxing match.
In a boxing match.
And I
yeah.
think Francis is going a bit over his head here. You can't mix the two sports, very different.
Look, if you look at it, where's the money at?
Boxing.
So if he's going to go in and, like, what's the Zimbabwean like that fought against him last
Dennis
time?
Chiwara.
Yeah, Chiwara. Went in there and made like $10 million. Francis Ngannou hasn't seen $10 million in his whole career. So for him to go in and have a crack, and
Even if
and
he loses, he's making 5.
that's it. So it
that's
doesn't
a
matter
big
to him.
payday, yeah?
It's a big payday. So for him, it's okay. My career can go one way, whether I can fight MMA and make $1 million a fight and get crack.
Do you think it's also him regretting his decision of leaving the UFC to go to the PFL?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think
because
he
it's
went
created his name. Yeah, it's
yeah.
about money.
Fighter.
It's about
Yeah,
money.
basically.
And he's created a situation where people want to fight him, and he's chosen his way, which is boxing, because it's going to give him the pay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing I did like as well is when Drickus jumped over, he shook Donald Trump's hand. I think if that was the current president, it probably wouldn't even got up of his chair at this stage. A little bit slow. You won't be able to find the stage,
Wow.
but anyway. Right, we're going to move on. We have got
The real champion, Donald Trump. The people's
the
champion.
Trumpmeister. Right, boys. Formula One. British GP. What's happening?
So we had Max at number 1, Lando Norris at number 2, and Hamilton.
In what, you stupid?
The British GP. What we just mentioned.
Was it a race?
Formula One.
Okay, all right.
And then
Not
overall,
motorsport.
Not
Go-karts.
Go-karts, yeah.
and then overall we've got Max Verstappen number 1, Sergio Perez number 2, and Fernando Alonso at number 3. And team standings is Red Bull, Mercedes, and Aston Martin at number 3.
See, we would all know that, but we didn't get a script. Thanks.
Thanks for putting that.
And with that rugby as well,
Robbie.
it's interesting. It's like breaking news as Daniel Ricciardo has just taken over Nick de Vries's
Yes.
seat. So that's also hot on that. So shame. Nick de Vries is a rookie. So for him.
And a
taken.
retired person has come back to
Yeah,
take his
so it's like it's so hard for Nick on that case because we thought usually they give rookies 2-year stint, but he's out and
It's
Daniel's
the same as
coming in.
Kieran. Every time he starts talking, we just shut him down.
Well, unless you saw the video of Ricardo getting into the car, one smile from left
Yes,
to right.
absolutely.
He's
absolutely.
chuffed. He's certainly
absolutely.
chuffed.
And like with all sports, a lot of the behind the scenes are not happy. By the time you see someone's coming out, that means there was months of preparation in there.
absolutely.
So
They can see
imagine,
the times.
yeah.
You're running, you're setting trials, you're setting times, and then they're
I
like, hey,
think
that's
Matt's
actually
time
better
trial's
than
going
you
to be
said.
last in our challenge, but anyway.
Right, moving on.
You'll lose all the time trials,
So, obviously, cricket, boys. It's hard luck. It's water under the bridge. You've got the T10 coming up now. We're right behind Zimbabwe. We obviously want those players to succeed.
Rob, hard luck. Sri Lanka are brilliant. They've got a young team that have been coming up. They've gone through a hard couple of years. When they got rid of their old boys, at the last World Cup, they got rid of them. So it's been like 2 years coming up, 3 years coming up. They've tried out different lighties, because they would normally qualify before even coming to this sort of situation. Same as West Indies at the moment. They had a hard time.
Tough.
We did really well. I think congratulations to the Zimboys. It was a hard finish.
Well, let's have a Zimbabwe congratulations. Well done, boys.
Yeah, 100%. And hats off to Sri Lanka. They are very good, and let's hope they prove it in the World Cup and actually do really well to show everyone that this young team that they've chosen is as good as they are, because it has been a long time coming, because they were always world class, and they really are coming up, and they proved it. No one scored more than 200 against them. They bowled out of their socks. They batted so well, and every time people are like, oh, they got them out for 200, because other oaks were making like 500, and then they would get them out for less than that. It just goes to show that they are that good, and they've got the talent.
Absolutely. Well said, Matt. Okay, coming up, we have got soccer, guys. Munashe, what's cooking?
Well, just on the previous segment, you guys were talking about age, yeah? About, older people getting back into the sport and stuff like that. There's a Japanese player called Kazuyoshi Miura. He's 56 and he just extended his contract. He plays for a Spanish club. And this is like professional league, yeah? At 56, he's still going. He just extended his contract for 2 more years. So, I mean, he's going to...
You are talking about a Japanese, though.
Japanese
they
guy.
are a different breed, eh?
But I'm just saying,
They
like...
eat nuts.
They sleep on spiky
They take care
beds.
of themselves. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Compared to us,
they are superior.
Don't they sleep on spiky beds as well?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's all that stuff.
Yeah, they don't even have wives.
We got 10.
That's why they live so long.
I think we need to take some of our hookers over there.
Matthew, watch out.
Then pretty much in the football world, not much going on now. All seasons are over. Everyone's just waiting for the beginning of the new seasons in August. So right now we're just seeing like a lot of transfers, rumors. This person is going there, this person is going there. But right now I just want to take special mention to United legend. He's been the keeper since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club, David De Gea. He just left the club after 12 years.
But didn't they put up his salary and then they still managed to get rid of
No,
it?
the thing is, the salary was up, right? Then they had the discussions to lower it so they could get in more players. Then he agreed initially. Then after that, they had another meeting, say, okay, can we reduce it some more? Then he was like, okay, let's have the negotiations. Then after the negotiations, if you look at the last season, he did come out with the Golden Glove. He had the most clean sheets in the Premier League. But like the performances now, if you're looking at, the other day I watched like an hour documentary on like his season saves. He's that type of player now where those most difficult goals that you say, that one's going to go in, you save that. but like the easiest of the goals, like one of those ways, just a tap in, you fluff it and it'll just go in. So you could see even the reaction with the manager and the coaches of like, they were not really chuffed about him. So I think that's why after the down payment of the downgrading of the contract, I think that's why they just realized now it's better to just let him go. And now they're being linked with another keeper.
Sometimes to play for a new club is great.
Yeah,
it'll set you new bars. It's new people around
Because
you.
it's been long anyways, for 12 years. So he's won pretty much almost everything.
You won
could have.
everything for the first 6 years and you lost everything for the next 6 months. For the first 6 years, he had good eyes.
Right, so soccer, as we know, Munashe keeps us updated fully about our soccer. Anything else?
Nah, just the Saudis taking over basically.
Allowing Zim back in.
Well, yeah,
There we go. That's the first good thing you've said in 3 episodes. Right.
Zim has been unofficially unbanned, if that's a word.
Yeah.
From the
FIFA.
competing nationally and stuff like that.
And Zifa has been disbanded.
Yeah, Zifa has been disbanded, and I think they were given a notice as well. Like, you guys, we're giving you this chance again, so at least now pull up your socks and do everything right. So hopefully Zim will be there, competing probably for the next World Cup. We'll see.
Well, I saw Minister Kirsty Coventry there with.
Well, we did
with
try
FIFA.
to get her on the show.
Well, season 2.
Season 2, episode 1, Kirsten.
Hopefully, yeah.
Minister Kirsty Coventry.
Anyone who knows
we would like you on Bubway Banter. Right, guys. Okay, so let's get to rugby. Under 20s have gone to Kenya. First game, Scotland versus Zimbabwe, happening at 7 o'clock.
Yeah?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Good luck
Probably
to
the most prepared we've ever been for
100%.
anything,
And
I
it's
think.
been ongoing all the way from under 18 all the way through. Good luck to the boys.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
Well, other games coming up, Samoa versus Kenya, the hosts, Uruguay, USA, and then Spain taking on Hong Kong. That's on the 15th of July, so that's happening. That's going to be good stuff, guys. This Saturday?
Yeah.
So it's going to be good to watch.
Yeah, and let's talk about South Africa.
Versus All Blacks.
No, creaming
Walker.
Australia. First of all,
Walker.
at home, what a game, guys.
True.
Hey,
True.
how
Watch
good are those wings, eh?
Yeah.
Those oaks can move. Shamdadak had a hat trick. I've never seen tries under so much pressure.
Let me tell you one thing. Those wings are going to be dipped in dipping sauce by the All Blacks.
Oh, yeah, boy. Let's go, boy.
Dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, dipping sauce, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't even think those wings are playing against New Zealand.
Colby,
They make the team, China.
quickly about this game, about this, the bomb squad.
Oh, my word. Have you ever seen a bomb squad like that?
It's like an atomic bomb coming on this weekend.
No, the atomic bomb squad, chum. It is unbelievable. You cannot have a side like that coming off the bench.
Who is kicking for us on Saturday?
It'll be
Damien?
No, I don't think so.
Who's our kicker?
Pollard's in the squad. Is he in there?
No, Pollard's not in the squad.
Cheap as Kieran.
Yeah.
I was about to...
Unmuted fully in my defense.
It's been the same team for the last 3 years.
It'll be
Yeah, it
Faf.
has been.
Faf
Oh
will
my
kick for
word, what
posts.
could go wrong there?
Well,
He kicks for posts overseas and he's done very well. I think
Oh,
he's
is
got
that why
like a
you didn't have him this
90%.
past
Yeah,
weekend?
no, they were already there. They said 11 12 across.
Colby might.
No, so it's between Faf and Colby.
Okay.
So they've been overseas. They kick. They've both got a 90% record overseas.
Nice.
They kick for both their clubs.
Nice.
So both of them will be kicking in Pollard's absence. So I think one kicks from one side and the other kicks from the other. You know, one's a left footer, one's a right.
What do you reckon? Score.
I reckon a draw.
I think
draw?
30-24 to South Africa.
No, wait. What do you reckon?
probably some New Zealand 25, box 17. Something like that.
I think it's too low.
Nah, it's going to be a big game.
I think I'll go a bit higher, and I think New Zealand 30 and maybe box 25.
So you guys are saying Boxer losing? You're saying?
Boxer winning 30-24.
That All Blacks team's
And I'm
looking
saying
good.
a tie, and
What
you're
do you say?
saying?
30-24 to South Africa.
Okay, it's going to be close. 28-26 to Springboks.
Okay.
Right.
So 3 Boks, 2 New Zealanders.
France will stay in
You
retirement.
blacks.
Kieran's hit the nail on the head, boys.
All the way. All the way.
I woke up this morning or yesterday morning to quite a sad heart. Franz Steyn hanging up his boots.
Yeah, bad knee injury. He was going to be there just for the World Cup. He was only going to come in to be a part of it, like what they've done in the past, like to be as a, obviously he would have got a good run, and he is a sod.
He
would have done so well. But yeah, with a bad knee injury like that, really, at least. But like I said to everyone, that guy, if he can go into coaching or being a part of a kicking staff or anything else like that, it will be so phenomenal for any team to have him just a part of their team. And all of his pictures are a part of
100% agree.
Yeah, except for New Zealand, because you don't want that helping anyone.
But he adds that humor and that. I mean, he's an incredible guy. I mean, Franz and from Babu Banter, we've just got to say thank you for the service to South African rugby. I am certain that he will be going further in rugby somewhere in his career. We want to wish you all the best from Babu Banter, all the way in Zimbabwe. Come down here for a fishing trip. We'll come down on our show as well. We'd love to have you, and even a coaching opportunity. Guys?
Robbie, so there are a few guests that couldn't come through tonight.
Okay, yeah.
And they asked us to mention a few things. So we've got the Zim Shooting hosting a tournament on the 22nd and 23rd of July in Bulawayo, with Kenya and a lot of other African countries involved. You've got Skylight World Champs in Cape Town at the moment.
Good luck, Skylar.
Skylar,
yes.
Skylar.
Lewis just signed his first international fighting contract with Aries Fighting. He's one of the best in Europe and France.
Sure.
And Scotty Jones has got his tournament this weekend, the Sevens and the Pear Cup at Peterhouse.
Yeah, and then he's also coming to play for the Barbarians.
Yeah, he is.
Friday night.
And that's the highlight of his weekend. And then he'll
Indeed.
downhill from there.
Indeed. Yeah.
Well, guys, I guess this is a goodbye. It's a season 1 finale. We've just got to say thank you very much to all of you out there who have subscribed, followed. A big thank you to Nourish Zim, who've come out and been supportive. Spur as well, thank you very much. Thank you, our live audience. That doesn't include you,
and Rob,
Stubbins.
to anybody else out there who might be interested in sponsoring us for a season 2, please give us a shout out, follow us, get a hold of us somehow.
Yeah.
We've whittled it down to as little as we can to make it worth our while. We're here to help Zimbabwe sport. We believe we're giving people a voice, a fun voice, and that's what we're here for. So please get a hold of us if you can.
Absolutely. Big shout out as well to Highlander. They've been incredible. It's such a beautiful set here. When we bring season 2 out, we want you to come out. Make sure that you come and support us. Increase our live audience. Yay! Getting quite good at this conductoring. Right, and obviously also a big shout out to Zor Productions, to TJ, you and your team. It's been incredible to work with you guys. Our show has gone from there to there.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Fundi, come here. Come here, my boy. Come and tell us what's going on here.
Did he survive?
Hey, you
What's happening, Bundy?
Live in the house, Bundy. Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I'm just here to say, guys, I'm happy to be alive.
Happy you're alive.
You're alive.
Tell us just quickly in a minute. Tell us your experience of the second day, because you were cocky the first day. What happened?
Okay, so I went in and I was so confident. I really felt like I had it. You know, I've done base jumping before.
Gravity had you,
You know, I've done base jumping before, and I thought, I did it in China, and hey, I'm in Zim.
The gravity is different in China.
And I thought,
They've got rice paddies.
it was beautiful. The safety, everything, the instructors, the first day, I really thought I had it. And then I jumped, it was perfect. I landed on my bum as usual. I never land on my feet. I'm always scared. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna jump the next day. So then, I was expecting what I expected on Saturday.
You forgot to pull your chute.
I mean, I was in the air, jumped, and I was really excited. You can see it in the video. I was really excited, and I jumped, and I felt the chute, and I looked up and I said, this doesn't look too good. This cannot be the right thing. And it was like bound to itself. It was twisting, and I was twisting into the chute. So parachutes have 2 brakes. The one brake was twisting into the other brake, and my chute was now flying.
So it was broken.
It was broken.
It was broken. That's what it was.
Things were not in a systematic manner. And I was like,
you broke it.
So when in doubt,
and
So what did you do?
When in doubt,
Let it out. Let it out. So then I'm like pulling off my first parachute. Actually, let me be honest. I waited 10 seconds. I thought to myself, do I really want to go down? I looked at it. I said, I counted to 10. I said, okay, if I didn't believe today, I'm going to believe. You know, the wind hits you. The wind hits you for like 3 seconds. It's so instantaneous because it's like you're floating and then you hear the wind go, whoa, and you're like, okay.
So with that, Robbie, can I tell you?
And then 3 seconds later, it pulls you up. And you're like, okay.
That is petrifying.
When I look up and I'm looking, are they twisted? They're not twisted.
Man.
But then I'm seeing trees getting closer and closer. Like, they're really like on my feet.
I shouldn't have waited 10
Did you
seconds.
feel for a split second that this could be the day?
I'm telling you, I got home and my mom said, so how was it? I said, it was okay. She said, I know your parachute didn't open. I said, how'd you know? She said it twitched. My eye was twitching. And I said, that's right. It did open, but it had a
all
malfunction.
systems in place, you survived and it was all good. And
I
it
mean,
worked fine.
Gus and the guys, I have to say, all the instructors down there, skydiving Zim, if you haven't done it, you have to do it.
Can I say also with that, Robbie, on that? So Findy, we're laughing with Gus and a couple of guys afterwards. Is you see, Findy, obviously, like I told you, was Superman in there, like Tom Cruise and stuff like that. But we're laughing at how cocky he was all day. But when it came to the fines, at the end of the day, dude could not talk. So we're like, guy can talk when it comes to like talk. No, and then now when it comes to fines, because our fines were basically tell a good story, and then if you have a good story, then we won't fine you that big, because it's such a nice atmosphere. But then we're sitting like, what's the story, Findy? Honestly, like what's going on? He's like, I'm like, dude, is this the same guy the whole toilet paper?
It's like your parachute is like black and white, and then boom, it's white. Just like that, then you know.
We don't tolerate
you would do it again.
show. Thank you.
Definitely.
You'll do it again?
Absolutely, 100%.
Very
We're
cool.
going to try use the first one this time.
So this time, I want to jump without the static line, jumping by myself.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. You don't use it the first time.
Well, ladies and gents, we have to wrap it up. This is the finale. It is episode... What episode? 12, 13.
14. It is the final episode.
The 14th, and it's the final one. So we just got to say once again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to Highlander again. And very, very...
Thank you to our live audience.
Thank you to our live audience. Thank you to Vita. Thank you to Nourish Zim. Thank you to Highlander. Thank you, boys. It's been a fantastic one. And I think we just need to tell the cameras, just wait what's coming next. Just wait what's coming next. Right, guys. Bye-bye. Out. I'm Robbie Durant. This is my team. Cheers, guys.